done? Okay, my turn.
Oh, good grief. I don't think this tree is worth it. But let's play with the monsters. Okay, I changed my mind. I definitely want to kill them. Got him! Yes, 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 I got him. Well, good morning. We're back in Middle Earth, and we have some quests to do. Out in the Wide Hall in Salim Malek. So, first off, let's make sure... Oh, no, I did not clean out my bags at all. Oops. Alright, let's do that real quick.
It is hoped that Barleen's company discovered Mithril.
Because, my bags are full. Like, it's super duper, uber, over full. Okay. Alright. Alright. Well, while I'm doing this, let me just start by saying good morning and thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it, and I hope you're enjoying the content. If you are, give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment, tell me what you like, or tell me what you don't like. Either way. And if you want to make sure you don't miss anything, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell for all notifications so you don't miss anything. And thank you. Well, I did not realize I had so much junk in my bags right now. Like, all the junk in my bags. Is that any better? Not much. Okay. Use that up. Use that up. Use that up. Get rid of that. Still have too much junk in my bags, don't I? Alright, let's see if I can't... Woo! That was very far away. That's the 1,000-mile view. See if I have any room in my vault to put anything.
The House of Durin will live forever!
No. Not even. Unless I get rid of some stuff. I'll get rid of this lone potato here and... get rid of things that are just like 2 or 3, and I can get more of that later. Okay, shove this stuff in here. Oh, that's right. All this junk is going down here. Okay. I mean, as much as I'd like to have the food stuff, I'm not ready to work on my cooking, so I might as well get rid of some of it. Gems can go here. More goes here. Gem. 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 And where are... Oh, There. So much junk. I think I have any other... Doesn't look like it. Okay. Put that back. Okay. Wow. Yeah, you get a ton of junk in this game. I'll put that in there. What's this? Minor cooking ore, okay. What's this? Can go in there. I don't think I need maps to the treasure field either.
The
Okay.
House of Durin will live forever!
Good grief, there's a ton of this junk. Oh, we can get rid of that too. Where are those maps to the treasure field? Right there. Which we absolutely don't need. Well, that's better. It doesn't look like I threw Moria's thrift store into my bag anymore. Let's get going. We are going to begin our exploration of Zalem Malek by claiming the Wide Hall. Which we've seen a couple times because we've, that's where, our poor fallen dwarf friend took us. Okay, let's get off our goat and start fighting. Alright. Head west and begin your exploration of Zulamalek. And this is one of those, let's explore the area. It's kind of one of those tour quest chains. So it's going to take you and go, and here's this place, and here's this place, and there's a orc over here. Let's kill him. Okay, so in here we have some sickly grunts. The encampment is filled with orc defilers, a small army of enemies bred to concoct sickness and death. The stench of death is strong. Orc corpse. And you notice the stench of death. There are many dead orcs as living ones. There are as many dead orcs as living ones in this passage. You should investigate the corpses to see what caused their untimely death in such great number. There is likely a correlation between the brewing of poisons by the defilers and the death of the smaller orcs. And where are you? Oh, there you are. Hi. You find an empty bottle with a faint odor of poison. This orc was taste testing the poison. And while we're here, here's the head of the statue that we've been piecing together. You have discovered the top of the head from the statue of Helgi Goblinbane. Okay. Plenty of orc corpses in here. Kind of disgusting. We also have the brewing stations. So, special stoves have been constructed by the orcs for the brewing of poisons. The defilers specialize in using these stoves to concoct deadly liquids for evil purposes. So we need to destroy those. Well, we finished killing enough orcs for the epic. You find an empty bottle. Yes, all of them have empty poison bottles on them because they've been tasting the birth. And we have defeated an orc captain. So we have searched 5 of 8 corpses. We need one more brewing station. One more leader and one more spoiler. But for that, we're going to go upstairs. Because there's more up there. There's our other captain. Alright, so you have defeated the orc poisoners and their masters, halting the evident plot to spread their crafted poisons beyond these walls. The intentions of these particular foes were monstrous and cruel, and you saw the efforts of their concoctions everywhere. And Balersmer. And he says, I have to pick a prize. Okay. It doesn't really matter. Neither of them is useful to me. Go in here, kill some more sickly grunts, another orc corpse, and there's just like dead orcs everywhere in here, which is really disturbing. You have destroyed many of the stoves used for poison craft. With luck, the Orcs will not have the resources to rebuild their potion crafting hall. And the Defilers and their masters use lesser orcs as tasters for the poisons brewed. The Defiler's poison has been carefully brewed to take down any living creature, even the hardy orc. It is yet another mark of their cruelty that they should test the poisons upon the lips of their own kind. And we're done in here. Now, there are other things we'll be doing later, but for the moment, we're going to head back up. We have 2 quests to turn in at 21st Hall. And it was just that easy. But we'll have to come back to the wide halls because there's other areas to look in on. But who knows? We might get something up at 21st Hall that'll bring us back out this way. Anyway. And then we'll be glad that we stopped. Or at least I'll be glad. Oh, hi. Yeah. Pound sand. Ah, you stinker! You killed my goat! And then you go back. I guess that was his last Screw you. You're gonna ignore me. I'm gonna kill your goat. Alright, so need to find... Oh.
We have little time to speak. Great events have been set in motion.
Okay. That's that, session play that we never did.
The time has come to drive forth the Orcs from our kingdom.
What's this now? The helm from a Helgi Goblin's-bane statue. Hammer and tongs. He was in many of my favorite stories when I was but a young dwarf. The tale of Helgi's hammer, Goblin's-bane, gilded helm, the lay of the goblin rout, Helgi and the maiden's beard ribbons. Ah, such fine tales. I have heard that Uxie in the Chamber of the Crossroads endeavors to find and assemble all the pieces of the statue. I will have this delivered to him at once. Alright. You do that. Apparently he's quite a famous dwarf for them to remember him so long after the fact. Broger, I have killed orcs for you.
You've done well.
Thank you again for your service. I don't like that there are so many orcs in Moria, but I am particularly troubled by the presence of those of the White Hand. Either they followed us somehow, or they were here first. Neither of these possibilities bode well for my folk. Okay.
You should help my dwarves unearth the buried Chamber of Records.
The White Hand will have to wait, Madriol, because War has sent me word that he wants your help. You remember War, don't you? He supervised the opening of the Holland Gate, and he has a very high opinion of you, as do we all, of course. His team workers have been excavating the Chamber of Mazarbul, the Chamber of Records located just north of the 21st Hall and on the right. Walk there and speak with War about the task he has for you. We will discuss the White Hand problem upon your return. Alright, so we're going to the Chamber of Mazarbul. Hello, War.
Something collapsed the roof of this chamber. I know not what.
There you are, Medril. I have some work for you if you don't mind getting your hands dirty. This place was called the Chamber of Mazarbul because it once stored important records of the day. At some point during the long years that Moria stood empty, the ceiling seems to have collapsed. As you can see, the whole room has been filled with rubble and debris. We're trying to search through the debris for anything of interest we can find. Help my dwarves with this task and bring me anything noteworthy. Okay. So you want me to dig through rubble. Searching through the debris, you find a damaged book. So, now you know. You don't have to go looking through everything. Just go right here, and you'll find what you want.
If it were not for the prospect of finding Mithril, I would not have come here.
War flips through the damaged pages of the book and turns as white as a sheet. You should bring this to Broger at once, Medriel. This is not good. And what has he found? Broger.
I cannot bear to read this book.
Broger takes the book from you and flips gingerly through some of the brittle pages. His breath catches, his comprehension appears to dawn on him. This is the Book of Mazarbul, and it seems to contain a record of Balin's settlement. It is grim reading, Medriel. If you would be so good as to bring this to my cousin Bosie, he will want to see it. He has always had more of a stomach than I for records such as this. I do not want to read of the horrific end. It is enough for me to know that they are dead. Bosie is still in the Chamber of Crossroads in Durin's Way, north of Great Delving. So, apparently these dwarves find this book very disturbing. Yes, I do know why. I've been through Moria a few times. It is a very sad story. But I will say no more of it.
The shadow of Mordor will not long
we
fill
will
the halls
head
of Khazad-dûm.
Chamber of the Crossroads, which will take a swift travel. There's quite a few people in Moria today. Well, hello, random people. It's kind of good to see people running about.
This looks to be grim reading.
What have you brought?
I will do so from the beginning.
What have you brought to me, my friend? Bosie leafs through the book, and a look of deep sadness settles upon his features as he comes to understand what the brittle pages are saying. This is a record of Balin's expedition and tells of their unhappy end. At least we now know what befell our kin in Moria. Black pit indeed. Or so it seems in my grief. I will read it from the beginning, but in the meantime I would have you help with another matter so that I may devote my attention to this.
The dwarves of my expedition are getting restless.
One of my dwarves, a miner by the name of Swina, has taken it upon himself to attack the goblins of the Silvertine Lode. He has the strength of limb to match his headstrong nature, but there are too many goblins in that place for even him to conquer alone. Wait, do not leave for Glenfilik just yet, for that is not where my dwarf has gone. Swina believes the goblins have a home in waterworks, and I've heard him vow to follow the mining tracks that run through the Silvertine down to the flooded deeps themselves. Look for the southernmost tracks on your map. You will find Svina searching there for goblins. I will continue to read from the Book of Mazarbul, but you must journey to the southernmost reach of the Silvertine Lodes to dissuade Swina from his foolhardy mission. I do not doubt that he will slay many goblins, but he will not know when to retreat. You must find him and rescue him from his own folly. Alright, so we're headed down to
May Durin
Silvertine.
return soon to his halls.
So let's see, we're going to Dolben View, and from Dolben View down to the Deep Descent, and then we'll take the ride to waterworks. And we should, along the way, run across a foolhardy dwarf. Yeah, there are quite a number of people running around here in Moria. Okay. While we're standing here, let's see. Could we do this again if we wanted to? We can. Okay. So I think I have to check, but I'm pretty sure
The
it's
shadow
24 hour.
of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dûm.
24-hour timer. I still haven't gone to the Ark Watch, or First Hall, or a Nazar Meckham. Well, we'll be going to a Nazar Meckham eventually. The Epic will take us there. Well, it'll take us there at all these places, I think. Okay.
The time has come to drive forth the orcs from our kingdom.
Ah, and there's our dwarf.
Balin came, but we have heard no word from him.
Bozy wants me to return to the Chamber of the Crossroads. I cannot do that now. There are goblin necks here. To Hugh, come fight by my side. You have defended Swina from the goblins. Thank you, my friend. Return to Lord Bosie and tell him that these goblins have long memories. I didn't want to... Okay, let's put away the doggy. Because that's not what I wanted, and that's not what I wanted either. Alright, so... Before we head back to the 21st hall, pretty sure, let's go down this way. And we're gonna go down here. And down this way. And this door here should be open to us now. Yep. So, remember we found the Heart of Fire. And this dog wants to stay in front of me, which is really weird. So let's put him away. So, this is the Hall of Fire, the Heart of Fire. And we can see there's some dwarves already at the forges. We'll be talking to them at some point. But that's not what we're actually here for. That was just an aside. And the music in here is really nice. This is what we're here for. This is the Red Horn Loads. And we go down this way. Around and up. And through this door, which didn't used to exist, and we have found Orc Watch. And the stable.
The House of Durin will live forever!
See, where are we going back to? Chamber of Crossroads. So we're, unfortunately, the only stable rides here are slow ones. So we'll take the slow ride to Dolben View. Now, if we really wanted to, we could cut across here and find Shadowed Refuge, which is in the lowest level of Moria, which I can't remember the name of at the moment. We could also cross through and find a Nazar Meckham, which is in the Flaming Deep. But we don't need to do that right now. We just want to head to Dolven View so we can go back to the Chamber Crossroads. Finding Pet, Shadow Refuge Inn. I'll remember in a minute. Foundation of Stone. I've discovered Uzbad Bakan. So we're going to discover a couple spots on this slow ride, which is actually one of the good things that a slow ride does, is help you find places. There, we'll pull back a little so we can see what we're doing. You have discovered Gabil Hull. And we'll be finding these things, because remember when I said there's a lot more to explore in the Great Halls? Well, there is. And those quests will take us along this route. And this is the Hall of Flowing Water, which has a convenient go to the 21st Hall. Whoa. Yeah, the stable rides get a little freaky. That one just tried to climb a wall. You have come to a crossroad in Zalimalek. Your exploration of the large wielding daunting... Yeah. And I can't pick that up right now. The Lonely Span. Now we're entering the Great Delving. And now we're back into familiar grounds. As soon as she gets off the goat, I'll go ahead and grab this. Quest ring. You have begun your exploration of Salim Malak. As you explore the maze of this area, you will surely encounter many dangers and adventures. Okay. Now, let's go back to Bozy and tell him
These
that
halls will be great once more.
his dwarf is safe. So, not so bad. We killed a whole bunch of orcs. We've helped the dwarves and coming closer to figuring out what's going on in Moria. And we even took a side trip and grabbed the Orc Watch stable at Redhorn Loads. Not bad at all. There's still a lot to do in Moria, because Moria is a huge place. Alright. Alright, Bozy.
Thank you for saving Swaina from the goblins and from himself.
You found Swaina. I am glad, for he is strong of arm and valiant. We will have need of him for many days to come. I hope he does not get himself into trouble before then. I have read more of the Book of Mazarbul.
I am worried that the account in the Book of Mazarbul might happen again.
It is worse than I expected, Madriel. Baling's final lot was grim. I have not yet read all, but there is much here we should take as a warning. They were greatly outnumbered, but seemed not to know this until it was too late. Return to the Chamber of Leadership off the 21st Hall in Zalim-Malek, and tell my cousin Broger to be more cautious. I am worried that if we do not take lessons from Baling's expedition, we may be doomed to his fate. Perhaps I am overreacting. Indeed, I hope that is the case. Regardless, bring my warning to Broger as quickly as you may.
The time has come to drive forth the orcs
Back to
from our
21st
kingdom.
Hall. He is definitely not happy with what he has read, and, well, it is a very sad tale. Which we will discover, but so I won't spoil it.
Bosi is worried for nothing. This time will be different.
My cousin is always worried too much. Baling came in a bad time. Yes, but this time it will be different. Look at all the victories we have already had, and in so short a time. We will be fine, Madriel. Do not heed Bozy's groundless worrying. He always does this. Moria has cost us so much already. Surely the worst is behind us.
My nephew has come up with a daring plan. You should ask him about it.
My nephew Bori has come up with a daring plan, Madriel. He conceived a diversionary strike against a certain hall in the deeps to draw the Orcs of the White Hand from their camp. This way, a second group could enter the camp and defeat its leader. It will be dangerous for both groups, but it is a good plan. Imagine it with one axe blow, we will cut off the head of the White Hand presence in Moria. Bosie's fear will be assuaged in the face of such a victory. Will you help my nephew, Bosie, with the preparations for this strike? He grieves still for Browan and feels he must earn honor doubly for himself and for my slain son. If this strike is successful, he will have done so. Alright, so, I guess Bori has a plan. Well, I guess we'll find out what it is next time. And until then, bye for now.